Hey there, Luke with Canix here. Today we're going to be covering an exciting new update to Canix's sales functionality, Sell by Case and Unit. This functionality introduces the ability to delineate a case quantity for all of your items and an individual unit weight, or how much one each equals, for your weight-based items and your volume-based items. This functionality is designed to be able to set a case and each unit on your invoices and your sales orders so that the unit price that is sent to your customers reflects your cases and your units instead of just a weight based. This is really helpful for items such as eighths, which might have to be delineated as a weight based item by the state, or if we're selling things like pre-rolls or vapes in a case quantity, we want to make sure our unit price is reflected at the case quantity and not the each based quantity. I'm here in our items table because this is the first place this update impacts. I am on an eighth item that I have set up here. And in this example, let's say the state has required us to set all of our eighths as buds here, and we don't have a way to set eighths as a count-based item or each. So we are still having to weigh our eighths as grams or pounds here, but grams throughout our inventory tracking system. But for our customers, we're selling these as each based. We're selling one each to 3.5 grams. The first piece of this update is within this unit details section here underneath the required item details. This is collapsible, but now we are able to delineate how much one each of our item equals. So for this eighth item, I've said that for every one each is equal to 3.5 grams. This is an optional field. You can enter whatever you would like here for one each, and we're able to see underneath, Canix shows you what one each is going to equal from what you have set here. For example, maybe we're just doing 7. If we sell them in twos, we could say 1 each equals 7 grams here. For this example, I want it to be 3.5 grams equals 1 each. So for every one I sell, Canix will want to pull 3.5 grams of this item, which should be accurate since these are our eighths. Once we have entered in an individual unit weight, we'll be able to enter in an individual units per case. And this is how many units are in one case. So Canix should know when we are selling a case, how much do we need to pull to allocate. In this case, I've said I sell 100 units in one case. So that's 100 eighths in a case. Again, this is an optional field. And since it's Canix only, we can put whatever we'd like here. Let's say we sell 200, 300, all can be entered. And Canix underneath will show you, okay, one case is equal to 300 each. And since I've set 3.5 grams to equal 1 each, that means we have 1,050 grams total of the item in one case. Let's put this back to 100. We can see that's 350 grams per case. And so when we're allocating, since this item has to be grams based, we'll be able to know how much we have to pull package quantity wise to fulfill the order. Now that we have covered the unit details section of Sell by Case and Unit, I'll head over to sales orders to show this update in action. Once we have set a unit or case quantity for an item, in the unit drop down for each line item, we'll now be able to select each or case if we have set this up on the item details as we were just looking at the item profile of this eighth item here. We will show you what one each equals and what one case equals. So since I've delineated 3.5 grams equals 1 each for this item, Canix will show you that in the tooltip here. And same for the case. Since I've delineated 100 each is 1 case, we will show what 1 case equals to and the gram equivalent since this is a weight-based unit. So let's say I'm actually selling these by the each. I don't want to sell them by the gram since I am selling eighths to our customer. And let's say we are selling these for 5 each, and I want to sell 30 of these in my order here. Canix will show you how much that equals gram based. Since we've selected 30 each for us equals 105 grams. And since all of our packages of this item will still be in grams, since this is what is compliant for us, we know how much we'll need to allocate, and Canix will be able to pre-fill all of this for us once we've created the order. And so we have $5 as our unit price for 30 each. for a total of $150 for this order. Once the order has been created, we can start fulfilling our order just as we would for any other Canix sales order. Auto allocation still works for all of our cases and unit-based sales orders. Adding packages manually is supported as well. And combining packages from allocation is still supported with this update. So let's say we want to auto allocate. I don't want to have to go and select the package we need. We want Canix to auto allocate a package for us. We'll have our next starting tag. And once I select auto allocate here, we'll see that we need 30 each, which is 105 grams. Canix is going to show us the new tag we want. I'll review the new package, and we'll split off from a current package we have in Canix. And so now that we've auto allocated, we have this package tag here, 1212142, which is 105 grams. But for us, this is 30 each. We know we need to sell 30 each of this. Once we've allocated our inventory, we can then go and configure an invoice to send it over to our customer. The large part of this update is that whatever we have selected here, whether it is eaches or cases, will display on the invoice and the sales order that is pushed to our customer. So when we're configuring an invoice, let's say we want our allocated packages to show with the weight, and I do want all of these additional inventory details to flow over to our invoice. This was part of our custom invoice update that we made last year. So we want all of this to come over. Once we configure the invoice, we'll generate a new tab, just as it does before. And we'll be able to see here that our price per unit is still based off the 30 each, off the each based here. So we're selling 30 for $5 each, and that gives us a total price of $150. So now we're able to show to our customer, your price per unit is based off one of our eighths and not just at the gram level. Once we have invoiced, we can do the same actions we have previously, which is saving it to a PDF, printing, and coming back to the invoice actions, being able to send via email or copy link. Configure sales, new sales order is still supported with the case and unit functionality, as well as our accounting integrations. We just need to send this to account-based item on the Sage Intacct or QuickBooks Online side, and that will be able to be sent over as an invoice on the accounting integration. I hope that this update to Canix's sales functionality helps you in your sales and fulfillment process and makes selling eighths and all your other items that are technically count-based or case-based outside of the compliance system possible. And thank you for watching.